Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. This is John with Tommy's Top Picks here to bring you another Modern Horizons 3 box opening because I want to. Yeah, I got some decks I'm trying to build. I got some cards I'm finally going for. I think last time I went through one, there wasn't a whole lot that I was excited about. There's some interesting cards in there, but there was nothing like targeted. Now I have a couple things, so we're going to go through a little slow on this one because I'm probably going to be reading in regards to my deck interest, and we'll talk about that as we go. I could talk a little bit about economics if you want to stick around for that. I will say the data is very mixed across the board and everyone seems very confused. But I can talk about some of the information that I'm seeing and whether or not that's going to lead to something or not. I don't know. I've been talking about this stuff for years now, and you know, we've never seen the recession that I thought would happen, and I just don't know. I don't think anyone does. In fact, I know for a fact no one does because everyone I talk to has varied opinions, cherry picking data, etc. So very curious times. So yeah, let's jump in, get this box open, and we'll probably be cutting it the whole time because the packs, that is, because the packs are extremely difficult to open for Modern Horizons 3 collectors. That said, seemed to be good value. We'll do the EV at the end, or whatever, not the EV, the actual value, I guess, AV. Instead of estimated value, we'll know exactly how much money was in here, according to TCG Player, that is. Let's just, we'll give one a shot. Nah, they're ridiculous. Like, here, I'll just show you. Like, usually I can just do this and they'll pop. Not even close, and I can tell I'm going to damage cards if I keep doing it that way. So, yeah, we're just going to keep it easy. Slice it open. No problem. So, did I damage it? Okay, I did not nick the card. When I was pulling on it, I could feel the cards under my finger, and that's usually a sign you're going to, like, nick it. But I stopped before then. Alright, what do we got here? Commons. Probably skip through those pretty quickly. Null Blast foil. I have a non-foil version of that. Sundering Eruption. I love my full arts. I keep all my full arts these days. It that heralds the end. So, this is part of what I'm looking for. Not this particular card, because I actually have 2 copies of this, but colorless Eldrazi and Eldrazi support cards. Definitely something I'm interested in. I'm doing the Eldrazi incursion deck, this one, the pre-con. I have a Magic Day coming up this weekend. Abiding Grace enchantment. Nice. A Line Breaker. Okay, that's a new one. For me, at least, I think. Ooh, sorry. Oh, yeah, I think that's in the deck. Flood of Strain. Gotta love the lands. Primal Prayers. Okay, this is an energy one. So, basically, with this day coming up, Magic Day that I'm doing, tokens are garbage, I'm looking at trying to build something new. I had my Anala deck I was trying to build. Turns out that's primarily CEDH, and I don't want to do that to our pod. It's an aggressive pod. It's a powerful pod. People bring really powerful stuff, but CEDH is a different level, and that's just not the... It won't be fun. You know, it's fine. I'll win, but, you know, is that actually fun? And honestly, Anala might be beyond my capability because a lot of her combos are like multi-layered, you know, decision trees that are a little trickier to come up with. I think if you listen to the podcast, Tommy and I were talking about that a little bit. So I don't know that I'll have the ability because of my limit in knowledge of... interesting. Oh, that's a good one. My limited knowledge about how the combos work. So that's something I want to build up to eventually, is understanding that and being good at that sort of thing. Yes, another Esper Sentinel. But I am not there yet at all. These are auto keeps now because they're just so useful. But because I am playing this weekend and Anala kind of failed, or was a fail for me. Oh my god, I almost just crushed multiple cards. That does mean I need a deck. So I have my dragons, I have my standard stuff, even upgraded Dina to be a combo deck, and I think she's in good shape, so I feel comfortable playing her, although she'll probably be at the higher end of the power level that we're playing. because she's a combo, structure the way I'm using her. So it can be a little annoying if it's just like an auto win thing. I get that. So anyways, that comes out when everyone plays their biggest, baddest decks. So I'm going to try this Eldrazi Incursion deck. I'm going to upgrade it a little bit with cards from here, hence my desire to open this box. And then, it's a cool art. I like that art. The Party Thrasher. Look at that guy. Why's he got to thrash the party? Ooh, that's a pretty, and it's in foil. I like that a lot. It's a nice card. And so beyond that, though, I might do the Grave one. I might do the Energy one. I am intrigued by the Energy decks. I keep looking at it. I keep wanting to want to do it, but then every time I look at it closely, I get a little concerned that, another resource to manage, another thing going on that I'm not really comfortable or familiar with. I don't know. I haven't been sold on it. Let me know in the comments if you've played the Energy deck and you think it's a lot of fun or anything like that. Basically, what I'll do is take cards like this, ones that I've pulled over the 3 boxes of collectors, and anything I have sitting in my collection, which is pretty vast. So I definitely have Aether cards or whatever, Energy cards in my collection as well. And essentially, at that point, I'll just... there's something about these locusts for Eldrazi, because there's something that does some bonus for each locust you control. I think it was resource. There's another one that does resource. I don't know if it's in this set. If I get that, though, that's interesting. I love these set. I don't even like this card that much. I use it in a few decks, but I don't like the medallions that much. Yay, Wheel of Potential. That's cool. That was one I was looking for. Oh, Ulamog, Defiler, Full Art Foil. That is the mega hit right there. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's my second one of these too. I have one that's non-foil, but I'm basically promised that to my buddy for the weekend. So now I have my own copy. Sweet. So yeah, I haven't decided on the Graveyard one or the Energy one. Energy one, like I said, I'll upgrade with some stuff. The Graveyard one, I may or may not upgrade. I may just run it as is, mostly because I am not familiar with Graveyard stuff. I am very uncomfortable with Graveyard engine stuff. I haven't done it. It's not that it's like bad or scary or anything. I just haven't done it, so I don't really know how it all works, and I'm not very good at thinking about it that way. And it is an area of Magic I want to explore, right? Ooh, nice. Eldrazi Confluence. That'll probably end up in one of the decks. Ooh, nice Necrobloom too. This is one of the fun cards people are really into. So point being that if that's the case, sorry, I'm looking at this wizard for Anala. If that's the case, and I want to explore it and I want to get that deck going, then I'll probably play it, but I may just play the default version, and then once I get a feel for it, then I'll start adjusting. I've played a few like the Exile type decks, I think this is Rakdos Exile type play style, where it's like either off the top or whatever. It's basically you cycle the deck into Exile and you can play cards from Exile, sort of thing. And that is my best estimate on what it's like to play a Graveyard deck. I think that's correct. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if I'm totally off. But that's kind of what I'm imagining it will be like. And if that's the case, I can get comfortable with that. And I do want to play Graveyard colors, basically change it up from blue as much as I can, because one of our pod members really does not like Counterspell. Like, vehemently hates it. If he hears the word Counterspell, I am automatically his enemy for the rest of the day, basically. So, as a result, I want to make sure that that we're all having fun. So I'm trying to play not blue. And I've tried playing blue without Counterspell, and it just makes me sad. So I don't play. I'm trying to play less blue. So, anyways, Graveyard Interaction seems like a fun way to go, and a place I haven't explored, which is key for me. I love exploring areas I haven't explored. That's just my entire ethos, if you will. I chase the things I've never done before. Quorum the Undertaker. Is this one of them? It might be an upgrade if it's not in the deck itself. So anyways, yeah, that's kind of my thought process on what I'm trying to do. I think this is one of the big hits. Is this the textured foil? No, it's not textured foil. I'm pretty sure this is one of the big hits. Raw, I remember that name. And being a foil full art, that's a pretty good version of it. So let me know. Do you guys know what the Modern Horizons 3 decks look like? Or do you have you been playing against them or with them? What do you think? What's the one that I'm not? Oh, Tricky Terrain. I'm not playing. One, I don't think I like the idea around Nadu and all that stuff. Two, it's Simic, which I played a million times, or it has a Simic, I don't know, sub theme or whatever. And three, it is one that one of the other players is very interested in. So I don't want to, like, you know, rain in his parade and let him have the deck that he wants to play with, right? Which is fine. Like, I'm totally fine with doing that. I actually offered every one of the decks to the group as because I have a couple cases. So I basically said, hey, does anyone want any of these decks? And that was one that was called out. So basically, I'm going to provide some product for people, and then I'm going to take the other ones and make stuff. And so, yeah, that's where I'm at with it. We'll see. Let me know what you think about Modern Horizons 3 precons, the general cards, if there's anything in particular, especially if I pull it and I don't recognize that it's a good card, let me know. And also curious about your thoughts on general Commander landscape right now. I am curious where the world is on Commander. I personally am still having fun with it, but I'm finding it difficult to be inspired by these latest decks. I do think that's more me than anything else, right? It's just my my history with Eldrazi, for one, which has not been pretty. My lack of information on energy, you know, not really understanding how that works yet. And then that sort of thing. That Ashley, that's cool. I wonder if these versions are up yet, because oh wait, no, that was the New Horizons, or the Modern Horizons. These type, that Modern Horizons 2. I think there was one of them was a little nutty in that it wasn't showing up in that version. I don't know why I put that there. It wasn't showing up in that version at all. Oh wait, these I do want to keep. All right, I'm mixing up my piles. Sorry about that. It just had the non-foil. There was no foil version, but that was like within days of release. So I'll check back on TCG Player, see if it has it. I think it was the Elementals, the Elemental Modern Horizons reprints that they did. It was that old style like this, and it had the star. They didn't have that listed as an option to sell on TCG Player. So you could sell the non-foil version, but of course that's going to be worth less, I would assume. I don't know for sure, but I would assume. Yeah, some of these are really cool, though. I do like, Ulamog the Defiler. Is this the same thing? It is. Huh. Wait, is it? It is. Okay. I didn't actually know this art version existed. So now I have a lot of those. 3 of them. Jeez. Jet Medallion. That looks so cool. I wish this one was in foil. That looks so cool. Shadow of the Second Sun. Double beginner phase. So that'd be like upkeep. No. What's in the beginning phase? What happens there? Oh, nice. Etched foil of the Eldrazi dragon. Cool. There's some good treatments in this set. I will say they've kind of come to a strong position with the collector packs as to what is in them. I think there might be a few too many versions. I know that's been a long-term complaint, but it's like it's almost there. I think if they cut it down a little bit, we might be in a better situation. But then again, I get it. Like, people have different opinions. Like, for me, I love these, but I also like the this style, the old border style. And I think some people hate the old border and prefer those, or vice versa, right? They prefer the old. So it's like serving different crowds. So I think they're in a pretty good spot with the treatments that they do. Yeah, this is it. It was a Majestic, Mythic, Modern Horizons 2, old border, foil with the little star, and it wasn't anywhere on TCG Player. I don't know what the store was. Hey, I need that for my deck. I feel like I got one of these last time or in the first box, and I could not find it. But this is one that was recommended upgrade for the Eldrazi Incursion deck. Man, there's a lot of good cards in this. This is going back to oil counters. This is an upgrade for old stuff, obviously. Bloodstained Mire. Pretty good on the lands this time. Four of the lands full art. There might be some that I missed too, because I wasn't paying super close attention. They're okay. They're like $10 cards. I think some of them are worth more depending on the treatment, the foiling, etc. But they've done fine. Like, I think the inclusion of these were good. It allows more access to these, you know, what are they called? Search lands or whatever. So yeah, I think it's been a good add-on. Let's see, what do we got? Anything interesting in the last pack? Oh, hey, this is an upgrade too. Yeah, sweet. I think that was one of the upgrade recommendations online. Double check at the end. Common. Got a bunch of these guys, unfortunately. I don't think I'll add this. Well, wait, I'm not sure if this could even go into my Miriam deck, could it? Is Miriam blue? Yeah, blue. Never mind. That can't even go in there. I was like, I don't think I'm going to add this dragon into my dragon deck. I like this card. I think it's a very interesting card for some fun in games. Ooh, special guest. You know what happened this time? No textured foil. Weird. We got the one etched card, but we didn't get the special treatment. Elemental Incarnation special guest. Grief. It's pretty cool. So for my first two boxes, I got one in each, and this one I didn't get any. Huh. Let me just double check that. Unless raw is raw. No, it's not textured. It doesn't have the cool little pattern on it. Yeah, weird. One foil etched and then no textured foil. Double checking really quick. No, there's multiple. Oh wait, that's not etched. Never mind. God, it's hard to tell some of these. Okay, yeah, interesting. I thought it was one per box because my first two boxes had them. Clearly it's not. But we did get some other special treatments, so that's pretty cool. All right, well, anyways, let me... I have no idea why I put that aside. I'm very good at piles, you can tell. Let me check the prices and be right back and let you know what the actual value was. Okay, we are back, and as per the usual, this box holds up. The EV, or I guess the actual value, is $541.19. So I think this is my second best. I believe the last one was $543. Maybe it was $533. Maybe this is the best. Whatever. This is a very good box, especially since these go for around $400 right now on market. Very happy I opened it. Obviously going to sell some of the cards, but I'm not sure how many, honestly, because at this point I'm trying to build certain things. I might sell them later, you know, but as of right now, I think I'll hold on to most of it, with the few exceptions of duplicates. Obviously, I got multiple of those Ulamogs, which I don't need all of them. Some of these lands, I have a whole set of these, and I actually was wrong. I was saying, like, these ones I believe are $11, but these ones are 17, so they're up to 20. This wasn't as good as I thought. Still a double-digit card, but not like crazy good. This or the full art. The full art wasn't particularly high value. I think it was like $16 or something. Everything else was kind of as expected valuable, with a few... Well, these are the ones I set aside for myself or as value cards, and they are, basically. The other set, I went down to the... Was it the... Oh my god, the rares, right? These, obviously, pretty much all the rares are worth something. These ones are worth, over $1, basically. Obviously, most of these are quite good. And then these were the under $1 ones, I believe. So it's not... These ones, essentially would go into bulk kind of sales. But just these cards. Like, I didn't even go through, obviously, your uncommons, your commons. And I excluded the lands, the full art lands. So... without adding extra value, without trying, without doing the 25-cent thing, which is what most people do, we got to 541. And that Ulamog was the huge hit. Obviously, knew that. That's why I sleeved it immediately. And I think, what was that, 147, something like 167, according to TCG Player app right now. So that alone really made up the box. I will probably sell that one on the open market. The other, because my friend probably does not want that. He doesn't want the fanciest version. In fact, I'll probably give him the downgraded version. I was going to give him this in non-foil because that's the only one I had. But he'll probably want this because he was hesitant. I'm actually going to trade him. I said, hey, pull out some of your cool rares, commander type cards, whatever, and we'll just trade because there's stuff I need that I'm sure you have. He's been playing for a million years. And he's like, I'll try to do it. He seemed very hesitant. So by reducing the value, getting him the card he wants anyways, I'm sure he'll be in a happier place. So we'll chat about it at this weekend's Magic Day. So anyways, yeah, looking forward to it. Let me know what you think about these different decks, if there's something I should be building, especially off Modern Horizons. I did also get the pre-con cases, 2 cases of the pre-cons for Lost Caverns. They came back on sale, so I jumped in and grabbed a couple of those cases, and we'll be keeping one set for myself, selling the others. But just kind of curious what you guys think about the various decks. If anything seems really, really fun, let me know, because I'm looking for inspiration for my next build. Obviously, I'm starting with the Eldrazi, but I have a feeling it won't go well at the table, and I'll have to be building something else. Eldrazi just seem overpowered, I'll be honest. So I do suspect that there'll be a little bit of salt, and I will probably not play that deck very often. But I want to bring something fun, something different, something new. I can't just keep crushing them with my dragons. Miriam just wins all the time, and Dina is like a weird kind of cheesy win. And then the rest of my decks, I'm like so on. They don't like mermaids because counterspell. Anala is not done and probably too complex for me / too good for the table. Gold Wanker I never got working because I really don't like treasures as a theme. I think it's kind of lame. I should probably revisit that one and make it fun. There's ways to do it now. There's different outlaws and assassins coming out and stuff like that. Might be a way to do it. So I should probably revisit that one. But yeah, most of my decks are like so or only so interesting to play for me. So it's kind of a combination of trying to fit the table and enjoy a play style. So there's a few that I like, but I don't like doing the same thing over and over again. Like I don't want 10 roaming thrones and because everything's a tribal deck. You know what I mean? Like I want to play different ways. I like combo. I like spellstorm stuff. I like different things like that. So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments about different play styles, different decks that you find enjoyment with if you play Commander. And until next time, have a good one.